I think I'm live. Yep. All right, give me a second because it's been a while. Hold on. Hey, Am. Thank you. Welcome back. I'm going to try this out one more time, girl. We're going to see what happens. I still be coming to your page from time to time. This saga, y'all, has taught me to trust nobody. Like, nobody. Like, it's just crazy. I had to fall back from it. YouTube stuff. Like, I couldn't, it was just too much going on. But, I was on YouTube for like over a year. And, if you know, you know. A few things happen and I fell back from doing it. But I'll get into that a little later. I don't know if I put a notification to let everybody know I was going live today. So I'm going to wait a few seconds. But I finally hit the 1K subscriber mark, so I was able to go live. So I was like, let me check it because I really be forgetting about this page, y'all. Like I don't be on here like that, but I happened to check it the other day and I was like, okay. So, for the people that still watch my old little videos and little shorts, I appreciate it because you got me here. So hey how are you today on this Sunday? Thank y'all for tapping in. The 7 of you that's here. So I'm still new to this live thing and this chat YouTube. I gotta catch up, so just bear with me. So I'm gonna go back and tell y'all a little story. I really ain't gonna say no names, but if you know, you know. So I got cool with this one content creator about a year and a half ago. No, probably about a year and a half. Well, maybe about a year ago. And we got cool. I was watching her commentary, and everybody was talking about the saga, and people had their opinions and they, their sides of it or whatever. So I had watched it probably months before I even decided to make my own page. So we got cool, whatever. So, you know, um, make a long story short, without saying too much, she switched on me. Like I said, I'm not saying no names. If you know, you know. Hold on, let me make some noise. Am, what does BRB mean? You gotta give me hip, girl, because I don't know. But yeah, she switched up on me, so I kind of fell back. And then like with this saga, I've seen people switch sides. I've seen some people do some crazy things, and my character, I'm laid back, cool, and if I rock with you, I'll rock with you. So I stood in the mud with her when she was going through her little things with other content creators, which I had nothing to do with, but I stood in the fire with her. So, I was doing my own little content here and there. I probably wasn't posting every day or nothing like that. But in the meantime, I'm supporting her still while I'm doing my own thing. And then I had, life going on and working and kids and stuff like that. And I just felt like at the end of the day, I wasn't getting the same support in return. So I kind of fell back and that was that. So, um, like I said, I would never with the saga thing, I would never, ever respect somebody that lied about being abused. Good morning, Creed Conversations Lounge. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I would never respect someone who lied about being abused. I don't play those type of games. Like, and I knew she was lying way before I started making videos about it. I knew she was lying just by the attention seeking videos that I seen and her clout chasing, and then one minute she's crying and then you catch her in all these lies. Like I knew she was lying. Me personally, I never been abused physically, I can only imagine what a person goes through that actually has been a DV victim. So for her to sit up there and lie about it for attention or because she wanted out of the marriage, I didn't respect it. So I used to go in on her, like in. So now she's with this lame that she's trying to mold him to be the husband that Robert was to her, but it's not going. It's not working. She knows she'll never have the caliber of a man, of that man again, unless she really stand on business and really heal from the stuff that she went through. Like she has not healed from that. And I think a lot of her followers are starting to see her for the BS. You know what I'm saying? She won't show that baby. Or did she show the baby? Did she ever show the baby, y'all? Not the little fake little app baby thing, but did she actually show her baby? Let me know in the comments, because if she showed the baby, I ain't been up on her late. Like I don't be checking for her like that. So, oh, she got two babies. She got two babies. Yum yum. Lord, thank you, Terry Dow, 94. Thank you for subscribing. Twins. What? So what she? Six kids. Mm. See, that just shows me how long I've been gone. I don't know nothing. You gotta fill me in, like for real. Six kids. So, like I said, this saga has been had people switching sides, and I mean, I don't know if it was for the views. Is it really for the views, y'all? Like, cause do you two really be paying that much for a person to just switch sides like that? Cause I've seen people that was in the saga and they started, Team Robert, and then they switch over to Team Bree. I'm not gonna say I was Team Robert, but I knew that he wasn't abusing her. So that's why I always went in on her. Thank you, My family made it after a year and a half, huh? I'm gonna start trying to mess with this stuff a little more. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I've seen, people that didn't really have a following, I guess, with the saga, and then they get on, and then they switch up on the person that showed them how to get, they page rocking, and not give the person their credit. I just felt like I just seen a lot of disloyal stuff, and if I rock with you the long way, I would never do my homie like that. I don't care if and buts about it. Like I don't do people like that. So once I seen how people was doxing and exposing people's addresses, people getting fired, putting their personal information online, I was like, whoa. I felt like it was a lot of people that was following behind that Brehab page. I know for a fact they was giving me that cult like energy. Like I ain't want no parts of that demonic stuff. And the people that I was rocking with, I felt like they was getting to that point. So I fell all the way back. Six kids and three baby daddies. That's crazy work. Why would she want to have babies by that man, that little boy? He don't want her for real? Like what? Mm. Exactly. That was my stance. Right. Very cult like, yes. And I like to protect my peace at all times. So I was just sitting back in the cut and, I'm watching lives, and I was in people's bushes, I'm not saying nothing, I'm staying neutral. People was beefing and the stuff was so petty, and I'm looking at everything from different standpoints, and I just realized, like, at the end of the day, with this internet stuff, like, a lot of people ain't really loyal to the ones that put them on, or show them how to get monetized, or whatever. You need to make these videos, or you need to talk about this. Like, A lot of people had ulterior motives. I'm gonna say some. I ain't gonna say all, but some. You know, a lot of people was gang tight at the beginning and they not even rocking no more. And I'm like, what happened? Is this what the saga do to you? We don't know these people in real life. You know, I've seen families break up, and I seen that uh Kevin and Toya not talking or not on speaking terms. Hey, too cute. And I know how that family stuff goes, because, right now, like, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not speaking to my own brother, so I get it. So I'm not gonna really speak on, the family issues they got going on, even though their issues is brought to the internet. I at the end of the day, I blame Bree. If it wasn't for Bree bringing her stuff on the internet, we wouldn't even know these people. Can y'all hit the like button, please? It's my first laugh, so I'm just talking, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, how this saga made me really not trust people and just stay to myself. Like I don't like, as far as Bree's concerned, I don't like her as a person. You know how she treats her older kids, and don't one of her older sons live with his dad, and then her little baby daddy put his hands on him. I didn't like that. He's a manipulator, she's a manipulator, she's a narcissist, he's a narcissist. Like, and she's gonna keep continuing to get her karma. She took that lady's book. Like, girl, you can't even get your own stuff. You gotta steal somebody else's stuff. Like, I don't know, y'all, but yeah, the best way is to stay to yourself. Like, stay out of the mess. I don't like drama. I'm cool though, if I rock with you, I'll rock with you. I'll come and show you some love, on your page or whatever. But I don't want to go through those problems. People doxing me and finding my address because I got an opinion different from theirs. Like, we all different. Free will. We can say what we want to say. They did. They forgot about all of that. Hold on. Yeah, but I hope that families can bond together and get back together, because life is too short. And the friends that met friends through this saga, if they was really friends and was really rocking with each other, I hope everybody can get back to being at least cordial. Like, all the beefing and back and forth, that stuff is crazy. Like, we all grown at the end of the day. But I ain't gonna lie, I be watching. I just don't be saying nothing. I be in the bushes. I don't say nothing. Be cracking up. And I just feel like his sagas is gonna continue, going on and on and on. But I never switched sides. Like, I never talked about um damn, what's his name? Robert, saying that he abused her, and you know, I always knew since day one that she was lying on that man. Hold on, let me go back, read. Well, trust and believe they coming because they don't think anyone should have an opinion. Like, that's crazy though. How? How? Everybody has their own opinions, and people just gotta respect that and stay in their lane. I ain't never went across the street since MM. Don't talk about it no more. I don't know what's going on. I don't know none of them. I'm glad MM is able to, talk about other things and stuff. She's made for this YouTube stuff. So big ups to her. For real, for real. I just know I seen a lot of people that was on, the truthful side switch over to the other side, and I didn't respect it. I never said it, but I didn't respect it. So I had to fall back from a few people because of that. Like, I just don't rock that way. But yeah, Asha, this little saga has just shown me a lot about people. And that's why I just stay in my little lane, honey. I gotta start making videos and stuff and getting engaged. Cause there's other things I could talk about besides the saga. But that's where I started from. That's where I started getting my little views and stuff from. So yeah. But yeah, she done had these babies by this boy. He ain't gonna marry her. Gonna still continue to treat her dirty. She's gonna still pay for everything. She's gonna keep on making GoFundMe's for their little trips to the Jamaica, whatever. Like, girl, I'm not taking care of no man. He's gonna be the provider. And what I do is extra. Like, no, I'm not doing that. And you got 6 kids. 6. And he don't like the other kids. A real man's gonna respect you and love everything that comes with you. But he's not no real man. He's just there for the little money or whatever. So we already know what that's about. And she's gonna keep getting her karma until she really like atone for her actions. How she's done people, she even got people fired and had people calling people's jobs and stuff. Like, I don't play that. You don't play with people's livelihoods. Do people know how hard it is out here? People living check to check or don't have no jobs or don't know how they're gonna get their next meal, and then you playing with people like that. Like, people will crash out on you. I don't want that type of karma, but that's what she had people doing. That's why I was like, that's how I got them cult demonic vibes and that dark energy, and I wanted no parts of it at all. Period. Like, for real. But it was entertaining though. I ain't gonna hold you. Entertaining. And like I said, all this stuff with, Robert and his family and everything, we would never knew about it if it wasn't for her coming on the internet. So she can't get mad. People talk about it and continue to talk about it. Period. But yeah, it's just a couple of things that just taught me not to trust no one. I don't really let a lot of people in anyway because I've been through too much, like in real life, not that internet shit. But yeah, like you really gotta know me to get, because like I said, the situation that I went through with that person, that was it. It's only gonna happen one time, and I let you in my circle, and you just used and abused me, like left me for dead, didn't support my stuff, my videos. I always supported your stuff, but couldn't get the same in return. No. Next. Mm-mm. And like I said, if you know, you know. If you seen me on some lives way back then, you can put two and two together. I ain't saying no names. But I was a real friend. I was that girl. But that's what happens when you loyal to people you really don't know. And y'all get to talking, and you know what I'm saying, you share things. But see, one thing about me, I didn't tell my business. So she couldn't expose me because she didn't know nothing. She only knew the basic stuff about me. She didn't know where I live, what state I live. She probably knew, I had got 2 kids. She didn't really know about my personal life. So mm-mm. You don't have to say it. They're going to facts. They're going to say it for you. I already know. I already know. Mm, what the heck? What I just do? Just did something. I mean, But I thank y'all for coming and commenting. I didn't think nobody was gonna be on here for real because I was supposed to go live yesterday, but I had so much stuff going. And then this morning I was trying to change some stuff on there, and then I had it on, like, I guess the YouTube. Like I said, I don't know how to do with stuff. I went to StreamYard and switched it. So I was really supposed to go live yesterday. So all the 30 of you guys in here, I would appreciate it if you could hit the like button, please. I would really appreciate it. And thank you for getting me to 1K. I really appreciate it. I never thought I would get there. Dang, I can't believe she got twins. That's crazy. Yes, I get back into the content, the extra money. I enjoy it. I'm with you. I'm gonna try to do the same thing too. Shoot, everybody else doing it. Yep, channel be popping. I be cracking up in the comments. I'm in the bushes. I just don't be saying nothing. I always supported your channel or channels. I know you've been quiet lately because I checked it yesterday, but I think you posted something today, right? I'm gonna go watch it. I know you over it. Why they always coming for you, girl? You be minding your own business. I don't know how to see how many likes I got or nothing. Hold on. Well, I'm on my phone doing this, so maybe I can't see it from my phone. Hi, Rise. Thanks you for tuning in. I'm just talking about what this saga has taught me, not to trust nobody for real. From the little things I went through about a year ago. And I decided to come out and tell my little story without saying too many names. Wish I got planned today on this beautiful Sunday. I think I'm gonna probably cook Sunday dinner. I don't know, maybe some chicken or something, and wash clothes. I really appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you. And like I said, the person that I had to fall back from, like, she's always into a lot of drama. Still, probably to this day. I ain't checked on nothing, but I could bet $10. She probably be in some stuff like with people, other content creators. Like every time I looked up, she was in some drama. And I don't do drama. I ain't about to be arguing with a lot of people I don't know in real life. Like, no, that's crazy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can't do it. I'm cooking fresh peas, squash, cornbread, and chicken. That sounds real good. Hey, love me for real. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I think I might make some baked chicken, and maybe like some broccoli and cheese, cornbread, something like that. Something quick. I don't know how to pull the comments up on the screen. Well, y'all, I'm gonna get on off her. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long on this beautiful Sunday, but I appreciate everybody that came through, everybody that subscribed. I really appreciate it. I'll be back soon with some new content or whatever. Or if anybody has any ideas or whatever, let me know. Thank y'all. And I guess I'll put my cash app in her if somebody wants to bless me. I'm not gonna beg though. I'll just put it in her just in case. Hold on. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good Sunday. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. Be safe.